Okay guys, after so long, finally I get my Darlings in the franxx 02 figure. It took 5 months to get to me, and I was like contacting the company and all of that because I told them that number one, my package might have gotten stolen or it got lost because it took 5 months. Like, that's not normal. I'm paying for shipping and I'm expecting this figure to arrive last year, which it didn't. It should have arrived within a few weeks. So they told me to check with my mail and ask them questions and then get back to them, which was a total waste of time. So when the mailman came, he came like last week and he was super rude. And I told him, can you tell me why this package took 5 months to arrive? Because I'm paying for shipping. That's why you're paying for shipping, because you expect your package to arrive to you even faster. And he couldn't even answer me my questions. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be an asshole and I'm gonna give him like the worst signature ever. And all he did was like, really? Is this really like your signature? And I told him, yeah, that's my signature. I was really like pissed off, guys. Like, just imagine this. As a YouTuber, you expect to get your packages on time because you have to get them out for review when they're popular, when everyone wants to see them because they're like the hot topic. Once it's all gone, I mean, there's really no point because you don't get a lot of views. Um, your subscribers don't really interact with you, so that affects your channel. Just think about it. What if I was to get Godzilla King of the Monsters figures, and next thing you know, they take 5 months? Like, come on. That would be a massive, massive downgrade for my channel and disappointment, like for reals. Anyways, my first impressions of this figure when I got it, the packaging, I was like, wow, is this really like the packaging? Like, it's super, super small. Like, I wasn't expecting like the package to be like this small. I was expecting something bigger. But then again, this is my first time getting a figure arts from Tamashii Nations. Yeah, Tamashii Nations. Every time that I bought from this company, it's always been about SH Monster Arts and their packaging. I mean, the package and all that, it's much bigger, and the figures are obviously much bigger. So I wasn't really used to a smaller figure, and I was caught off guard and all that. But to be honest, 02, she has a lot of details, and she even comes with multiple heads, which she comes with 3 different faces. She comes with an angry type of yelling face. She comes with a face looking to the right and left. She comes with 3 different hands which you can swap, and then this you can swap so you can get her like in her um pilot pose when she connects with her partner and all that. It's been a while, I forgot their names, but yeah, I mean, this is like my favorite character, 02. She's definitely a badass in the anime and all that. If you guys haven't seen Darling in the franxx, I recommend you guys to go check it out. It's a great anime and you'll love it. She's definitely a badass, guys. But if you're a kid, don't watch it because it does have a lot of sexual things in this anime and a lot of like boobs and ass and all that. So that's all that I'm gonna say. But if you're old enough or you're a teenager and you don't really care, then go for it, I guess. Um, but yeah, the articulation. Let's just go over the articulation while I talk about it. I'm gonna show you the articulation while I give you my thoughts. So it's not a bad figure. I think the paint job and all that is really good applied. You get a really good red with white, and then in the back here you get like a shiny plastic with red. Different materials from the legs and her chest and all of that. So this is a different material. All of this is a different material right here, and this part is like a hard plastic. The golden on her looks very shiny, very colorful. Like the details and the decals and all that, I believe that's how they're called, or signatures that she has on her leg and chest. I don't see anything wrong with them. I don't see any paint bleeding or messy paint jobs. They look really good, I gotta say. Usually with SH Monster Arts Godzilla figures, we usually get messy eyes or a sloppy paint job. and they're much bigger. I mean, they're much bigger, and this is a smaller figure, and you get more details. I mean, you kind of wish you got that quality, right, with SH Monster Arts. And here you get more details when the pilots connect with each other. You have her connection, it's 100%. So it's really good. I mean, I forgot her partner's name. Man, it's been a while. It's been like almost a year since I watched this anime, and I forgot everyone's name. Man, but I'm telling you, it's a really good anime and all that. So the hair looks really good. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. Where it has more details, it would be right here. And then the horns, wow, the horns are actually very, very sharp, if I'm being honest with you guys. So be careful with them. This part you gotta remove it, and then she does come with a stand. You guys can see. This is supposed to resemble the pilot type of motorcycle where she sits down. So she sits down, right? She gets placed right here, and then her partner would be around here, and then they connect with each other. Their minds, their souls, they connect into one. It's almost like Pacific Rim. So I do recommend you guys to go check it out, but it doesn't have all the details that you would expect. This is only like a stand and a base for her, and she comes with this. So you guys can put her in any pose that you want. So it's really good, honestly, guys. And let me see. The eyes have a really good paint job. You guys can see that it doesn't look messy or anything. I'm not sure if it's details that were actually put into it or like decals. So I wouldn't be able to tell you guys, but yeah, she can move her head left to right. She can look down. She can look up. She can pretty much do any pose, guys. Like, really, she can do any pose that you guys want her to be. But the thing is that it's very difficult for her to actually stand because of her shoes, or whatever they're called, heels that she's wearing. They don't really allow her to stand up, because you guys are gonna be, watch, I'll give you guys an example of what I mean. If she was to try to stand on her own, she would fall because of her heels, and that's why you get this stand right here. You place her right there, and then you just squish them however you want them to be, and then you get her in any pose. Let's see, let's get her to dab on them haters, almost like that. So I mean, it's a good figure, honestly, guys. I don't hate it. It comes like with so many things, and that's something that SH Monster Arts should really take into consideration and do with the following figures already. So she comes with this face looking to the left. She comes with an angry face, and you see like her teeth right there. And then she's looking to the right. Her multiple hands where you can swap and all that, which I won't do right here because it's really hard. Like, I'm afraid I'm gonna break her ball joints from her hands because they're very tiny, and then they move left to right, and if you press so hard, it's gonna break. So I'd rather not risk it. If you guys are interested in buying this figure, I do recommend it. It's a good figure, and they're also doing more figures from the Darling in the franxx line. Go check that out. I believe they already did this one right here. This massive robot that you see right here. I believe her name was Starlight. I don't know, guys. I can't remember anymore. It's been a while. Like, I mean, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I do recommend this figure. It's really good. She can do any type of pose, and I'll show you guys how you're supposed to attach her right here. So you place her legs right there, and then you move them backwards from this angle, and obviously I'm going to take the stand off. So you get you have her in this pose already, right? And then her hands, you have to connect inside of there. So I mean, yeah, you get the like the idea, and obviously she's not meant to be looking like that because that's why you have this extra piece for you to swap their heads and get her looking in a straight position, wherein she's about to ride and connect with her partner. And I will say, guys, the scenes on the anime, they are very sexual, and the manga is even more sexual, so it's at your own risk if you want to watch it or not. It shows a lot of ass, a lot of boobs, but it's badass. I will say that she's a badass. She's a fighter, and she's the type of girlfriend that anyone would wish to have. But I mean, you get the point, man. This is supposed to resemble like her motorcycle type of machine where they connect and they fight. So the thing is, like, they have like giant robots where it requires two partners. If if both partners don't connect with each other, and they don't have what she has right here, the 100%, yeah, the 100% signal connection from male to female, then they're not gonna be able to ride with each other because they have to have a 100% connection. And the thing is, she's a super elite type of fighter slash pilot that not anyone can connect with her, because if they do, a lot of pilots have tried to connect with her and they all end up dying, they all end up bleeding, and eventually they die. And the legend is that nobody can ride with her until someone comes along and they actually ride with her, and that's why it's called Darling, because she calls this other guy or this other teenager darling because they fall in love. It's a really good story if you guys are into it. I would say though, like, the names and all of that, but I forgot about the names because it's been over a year or 5 months since I watched the anime. But the ending is such a badass. It's really good. If you like Godzilla and Pacific Rim and anime, I recommend you guys to check this out. Darling in the franxx 02, go check it out. It's really good, but I do have to say, from a 10 out of 10, I'll give it a 10. It's really good. It comes with all the articulation that you would need on a figure like that. It comes with multiple heads, with multiple hands. You can do pretty much any pose. And she does have different versions in the anime. She has this version, which is her pilot mode. And then she has a different version where she's just wearing like a hat. And she's like in a military type of dress. And then she has one where it's covered in white. There's multiple ones, and then there's one where she has her face covered in blood. So yeah, guys, it's up to you whether or not you guys want to get this. It's a good figure, guys. It honestly is a good figure, and I do recommend it. I give it a 10 out of 10. The packaging is really good. It has a lot of details. You have 02 in the packaging right here. You have the robots. It's really good, and this is like the pose that I told you guys that she would be when she gets ready to ride. And you see she has different faces, and this is like the robot that she's supposed to turn into right here. That's her version where she connects with the other pilot to 100%, and when the connection is even better, she turns into a red version, which looks really good. And they fight like kaiju robots. It's really good. You guys should check it out. They fight like big kaiju robots in blue, and they think they're evil. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but you guys have to check it out. It has like giant battles. They're really good, and they have to work as a team. There's multiple pilots like in Pacific Rim. Each pilot has its female and male counterpart, and they have a connection with each other. So go check it out. It's really good, guys, and I recommend it. I hope you guys enjoy this review, and I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and make sure to stay tuned because I will be uploading why did the anime of Godzilla failed and multiple reasons and all of that. And I will be uploading my second part of the Godzilla the Planet Eater review slash thoughts. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and let me know your thoughts, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys. I love you.